receptionist.
Okay, thanks. Also, thanks for making time for us.
Yeah, no, from pleasure. So you know why we're here. And what is the main issue in terms of your divorce?
Yeah, the main issue is with regards to our children.
Mm.
Yeah, I would like to be helped as to what arrangement can we make, yeah, with regards to their care and custody. So we'd like advice that we can.
So is one parent willing to have the children stay with the other?
I want the kids to stay with us.
So are you okay with the kids primarily residing with their mother?
No. I'm not okay with that. I want them to live with me.
So you both want primary residence?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a bit of a problem because you obviously both can't have primary residence. One parent is going to have primary residence, the other one will have rights to contact. So the other parent will be able to see the children every second weekend, maybe one day in between. You can always have a settlement agreement arrangement that describes that, okay? So now,
And the reason we say this is because if you go the route of fighting over who gets primary residence, it won't be healthy for the family unit.
at all. So you're gonna end up having to fight this for a long time because this matter has to be taken to the family advocates. And if you can't decide, the family advocates will have to decide for you. So they're going to come and interview you, then they'll interview you, then they'll interview the children, anybody who's involved in the children's lives, and then decide for you. So it's always best when the parents, as the parents of the children, can make the decision instead of having an outside party decide for you, you know?
We'll have to look into that.
In regards to, like I said, the family advocate has to investigate the living situation, okay? So if you can come up with the settlement agreement, the family advocate still has to decide if it's in the best interest of the child. Of the children, excuse me. But if you can't decide, the investigation will have to happen. And just because you're the mother, it doesn't mean that you automatically have primary residence, okay? So it could be you, it could be whoever they decide, but it's best if you can decide this. Look at your work schedules, look at where the children are used to living. If one is moving somewhere else, then it's best that the children remain in the home that they're used to living in, perhaps. Before you just decide to move them from their home, from their school, have them start all over.
But what happens because we're not contesting the assets of the joint estate, so that house is going to be sold.
Yes.
So the kids are going to have to live in a new home regardless.
That's fine, but what her point is that you'd rather have the matter in your own hands than hand this over and leave the fate of your children up to someone else. As the parents, you know what's best for them, and between you, if you can come to a compromise, it just makes things simpler and less harmful for them.
Yeah, and it gets very difficult. We can empathize with you. And you take you're not the first, so one of our colleagues has actually experienced this, and he can tell you that it's not an easy process at all.
Oh, as my colleague said, if the divorce is unopposed, the proceedings will be quite short and quick.
Yeah.
If it's opposed, the proceedings might be a bit lengthy.
Can take up to 2 years, whereas unopposed it can take 3 months. It all depends on when you get a date.
Provided you guys come to an agreement as to
Regarding the kids.
the kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like something that we must consider. Yeah, looking at the time differences between them.
Okay, we will take what you've given us heavily, and then we will arrange a consultation, I think, next week to tell you about this evening. But I think we can meet somewhere halfway.
Yes.
Great.
And in the meantime, let us know if there's anything you need. Just pop us an email.
We'll do that.
All right. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you.